Good evening, DBL. This is Adam, Captain Oates, and I'm here for the roster preview for the DBL, the greatest Blood Bowl league in the world. For people who aren't playing DBL, what we'll be doing today is looking at the starting rosters for our league. So, there's not going to be much variation in them, you would think. But we can talk a little bit about the players and who we think are sort of favourites to do well in the league. As you will see up here, we have 88 coaches this year. So this is a big old league. I think Tour Play actually caps at 100 on their league setting. So we were worried that we might actually break the cap, but yeah, 88 it was and is, so that's good. We will have 10 divisions of 11 coaches, so it'll be 10 games of in your league division, and then there will be knockouts. The top 32 will go into the DBL proper. The next 32 will go into the pie whistle, and then those who are 65 plus are dumped out. So we did last season. We had like a play-in, but a lot of the coaches just weren't, who'd come that far down, weren't really that bothered about playing the play-in. I suppose if you're battered around for 10 games, you don't really want to play anymore. So, which is understandable. So, although I'm sure there will be some coaches that finish 65 plus who would appreciate another game, it's just it's a lot of admin and stuff. So if you really do want to play another game, then get in the top 65, and that's the way you do it. So before we go on to the rosters, I would just say one more thing. We have made a conscious decision to stick as close to the rulebook for this season of DBL as possible, given that it's a new edition. But there are some amendments we've made. First of all, the prayers to Nuffle have been banned because, they're busted. Second, the hire and fire order is not going to be used because it's stupid. And the last one is we have a minimum TV. The idea of this is that you can't take like a Snotling team immediately and get like Ripper and Skitter game on or something like this, or like take Zons with like line women and get dribble and draw immediately or something like this. Like obviously if you don't have that, some people might want to game it, and it's just not a positive play experience, especially for new coaches to play into that. So yeah, there we go. It's a minimum TV of 800. What that functionally means is obviously these starting rosters will all be at least 800, and during the course of the league you need to keep over that 800 cap. Now it's not super strict if you take like an MNG, so if you're playing halflings and you get like an MNG tree, or if you're if you've got a big player that's MNG, they count towards that cap. And also if players die and you don't have money to replace them, then fair enough. But the rules are you just need to get back up to that as soon as you can afford to, right? So you can't be sitting on treasury at 700k or something like that. You have to spend it and get back to the min TV as soon as possible. So it's worked well in the past, and I think is actually like a really important thing to do to control some of the more egregious Star Bowl abuse that is possible. I think a lot of the stars have been looked at now and kind of balanced. The DP +2, the Mighty Blow +2 is gone now, so that was a big problem. So yeah, we'll see how it goes this season, and we can review ahead of the next season. We might need to. I think we had like a ban list before, and as well as a minimum TV, so we could do that again. But I think we were keen to play as close to the core rules as possible because it's a new edition, right? So let's see how it goes. Okay, let's crack on. As I said, like these are just sort of starting league rosters, so there's probably not too much to talk about, but we'll have a look and see what people have done. with the rosters. So first up is Master Wiggins. David Priest, he is playing Dark Elves. He has got 11 players. Oh, okay. 2 Witch Elves, 2 Blitzers, 1 Runner, 6 Linemen. So that's 11 players, 2 rerolls exactly, only 1 fan. So this has spent all of the money on this. So only 1 dedicated fan, which is obviously going to hurt the money coming in. The good thing that is, though, that he does have the runner immediately, so he can try and get leader ASAP to get into the 3rd reroll. So that'd be good. And yeah, the critical thing is just here scoring on 2 to 5 as soon as possible, getting some touchdowns on them. The Witch Elves want block or wrestle, and the Blitzers want dodge really badly. And then once you've got 1 skill on each of these 4 players, then you're really cooking, aren't you? You're going to have to stick a Dark Elf lineman into the MVP as well. So just, if one picks up a random Kaz or touchdown, he goes in as well. And then you can give it dodge, block, or wrestle to start with, right? You probably want to get a couple more blodge, well, a blodge and a rodge or something like that. You probably want as well. And then maybe another couple of dodges or something like that. It's probably where you want to end up. So yes, good luck, David, with the faded. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say more. Next up, we've got Salon Tiger, Big Jim. He is taking Corn. You're going to see a lot of Corn rosters coming up. It's been popular for some reason. Well, it's Brawling Brews, isn't it? It's Brawling Brews. You can get... Salty Murquhart is playing them at the moment in SBL. It's only like 6-game league, and yeah, he's got a lot of skills on. So yeah, it does add up quickly actually. So I'm sure there are going to be some horrific Corn teams after this sort of 10-game league stage. So you'll definitely want to avoid them in knockouts. Hopefully they're all playing in Pie Whistle because they lose their first few games because it's hard, right? But we'll see. What have we got then? 11 players, 5 Marauders, 2 Corngors, 4 Bloodseekers, 3 rerolls, 3 fans, no Bloodspawn. So it's a 1 out of 10, isn't it? You're not even trying. Right, is next. He's playing Knobs. So what do we have on here? 11 players, 3 retainers, 1 thrower, 4 bodyguards, a noble blitzer, 1 ogre, 2 rerolls, 3 fans. I like that a lot. That's a really nice start, right? You have 3 proers, the thrower and the not blitzers are all pro, which is really cool, especially for the very start of a league where resources are extremely limited. Yeah, it's just nice to have that safety net built in, right? You can sort of like activate these players sooner once you get down to that no reroll stage, and maybe get some results by just like getting a bit lucky on the pros and stuff. So really good. And they're fine blitzers, right? These noble blitzers out of the box, block pro. I mean, that's really cool. And yeah, again, a couple of skills need to go on here. So they probably both want dodge, and then you probably do want to end up going tackle mighty with one, but it's going to be horrifically expensive because of the elite tax. Yeah, tackle mighty goes on there. We're looking at a 160k player, which is horrific, isn't it? And that's not even your dodge. Blodge tackle mighty is 190k. So yeah, it's going to be pretty brutal. Yeah. But good. And then you probably want to make one a sort of ball carrier. So dodge and stats, really. You want movement and edge. So that's what I would do with them anyway. Bodyguards, obviously, just straight to guard and probably just stop. But yeah. Because they're a bit... like the stand firm is cool, but the wrestle doesn't synergize. And movement 5 is, you know, they're going to be out of the game a lot after they wrestle themselves down or just get Kaz because they're AV 9 plus. So yeah, I probably would want to make like, I would probably want to keep quite TV efficient on the bodyguards and really pump it into these dudes. But yeah, it's a good player as is, so this should go pretty well, I think. I'm going to give favourites in this video. I'm not going to give it to Iz because I think it's a long knockout stage, and like knobs, they're vulnerable to just getting banged out, aren't they? You know, it's a low AV bash team at the end of the day, and it's slow as well. So yeah, not going to give him the favourite. Sorry, Iz. Right, next up is me. Here we go. We've got the Bondsblade Butchers. My starting roster is 11 players, 2 rerolls, 3 fans, and we have 6 linemen, we have 2 assassins, we have 2 Dark Elf Blitzers, and we have 1 Witch Elf. So I think this is not... If you're talking just purely to optimize, I don't think this is the correct approach. I would do probably no assassins, but my team name is the Bondsblade Butchers, so you know I can't have no assassins, can I? So they're there. Hopefully they don't die immediately. That would really suck, but they probably will. So let's see how we go. I've had a couple of practice games, and I was horrifically banged out in both of them. So I'm going to have to play it quite conservative, I think, and try and not get banged out immediately, and have an uphill struggle throughout the league. I'm pretty confident I'll get top 32, and it's a long knockout stage, so it's going to be hard. But I am going to give myself a favourite. So let's see how we go. Fingers crossed. Right. Obviously Dark Elves are just really good, right? And you don't care about the bloat of elites because, you know, you're putting like blodge and stuff onto good players that are worth the money rather than like, you know, for example. So, you know, you put blodge onto a Dark Elf lineman and that's what, 125k, and it's move 6, blodge, agi 2 plus, like it's like properly good, right? And then you can get a move there for 20k, and then that just doesn't compare when you're looking to like the Noble Blitzers or something like that, right? It's just far superior because of the stat lines. I think they've really messed up with the elite skills, but anyway, there we are. Yes, next one up is Dom Tyler Swaft, and he is blocking like an Egyptian. It's Team Kings. 11 players, 2 rerolls. We have 4 Tomb Guardians, 2 Blitzers, 2 Throwers, 3 Skeleton Linemen. And yeah, it's a pretty good start, isn't it? They've got obviously this insane amount of strength at the start of the league is incredibly potent. We have Brawler to maximise damage and to also potentially save us from turnovers. But yeah, really you want to be free dicing with these dudes, and then yeah, re-rolling both downs to try and get pals really is the primary use of Brawler here, rather than for protection safety. Although it does, you know, double the safety of a 2 dice block, so that is a thing, isn't it? So yeah, it's good. And obviously Dom's a very good coach. Now he's used to coaching Zons, right? And he's played a lot of Woodies as well, right? So this is a much different prospect because these guys can't move really. So it's a real different skill set. I've never played Tomb Kings. I've sort of like watched people play them, experienced players playing them, and I have some experience, like, you know, with like Nurgle back in the last edition, like, and even in this edition, although I haven't played them that much. But yeah, you don't have the reactivity, right? So you need plan A to go well. So you need to really like be ultra safe while getting up the pitch, and that is a hard thing to get right. So yeah, but the defense is going to be crazy, right? Because all this strength is just ludicrous at 1K, right? TV, like nobody can fight this, so that's good. Dom, I'm going to put him down as a favourite, even though he's not really played this kind of style before. I think he had orcs a while ago, so that's kind of similar. But you know, they can recover orcs, not great, but they can. But this really struggles. So secure the ball is actually a huge buff for these guys, isn't it? Because if you do get sacked during the course of the drive, there's a chance you might be able to clear the way and get the STB again, rather than having to do a 4+ or something like that. So that's a cool thing for them, and obviously it makes the start of the drive more reliable as well. So I'm going to put Dom. Yeah, Dom is a favourite. So should probably track a list of these, shouldn't we? So that I can have the Oats official favourite list. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, next up, David Drysdale, the Heartburners. Oh no, sorry, 1 minute. What am I talking about? Heartburners. That's. He's gone. He's given himself a little logo, a little tag. Okay, but his team name is the Hawkthorn Moist Towelettes, which I'm assured is something from Community, but I don't watch that. But yeah, I actually had a practice game with David the other day, and he was one of the guys that horrifically banged me out, and I got an extremely lucky win just because, like, I can't remember what happened now. Oh, he fouled a handoff, and then it just bounced onto my player who rolled a 6 in like a million tackle zones, and then I like buggered off with it. So yeah, it was very, very unlucky. Anyway, so what we got here, he's going for the 1 reroll build. So 11 dudes, 1 reroll. He's got 10k in the treasury, and he's maxed his dedicated fans, and he has all of the good players. So he only has 4 of these terrible linemen, which is good. So yeah, the fact you only have 4 of these is good. The fact that you have 1 of these is bad. So really, you're looking with this, you're looking and saying, okay, games 1 to 4 are really a write-off. If we get anything, it's a bonus. The main thing we want to be doing in those games is banging with these things, banging with them and getting some block, just getting some block and getting another reroll, right? So yeah, games 1 to 4, I think if he can get, if you could get 4 points out of that, so a win and a draw, I think that would be a huge success, and get some skills on these dudes, right? I think that's the kind of level you're looking at, and then you want to accelerate off into the second half of the league stage and try and squeeze into DBL top 32. It's going to be hard, but if you don't make it and you go into Pie Whistle, you have the my thing's not working again. You have the opportunity to my camera stopped. Sorry. Yeah, you have the opportunity to go into Pie Whistle with a super, like, mega souped up banger team, and then obviously if you've got a mega top, like, block mighty blows stacked everywhere, claws, all this stuff, then you've got chances, right, in games, because you can just remove a load of stuff and it's good. Also, another thing, I was chatting with him after the game, something that he'll need to do, and a lot of the other corn coaches, if they want to really get the most out of them, is like the chain pushes and stuff like this, right? It's a big part of the game, getting forwards, creating opportunities on. There's always something you can do on defense, especially if there's a bit of a bundle, there's tagged players and stuff like that. You need to constantly be looking for those chains to try and get shots on the ball and stuff like that. Now, your ability to like pick it up and run away with it and score is, here, especially at the start, is limited, right? But they're going to be low on resources as well. And if you can just stand a load of strong things next to it, then there's a decent chance you can get a stop that way. So, but yeah, you have to be lucky as well. You got to be lucky. So good luck, David. I know he wants to get top 32. I think it's going to be a big ask, but okay. Next up, we have another Gov. We've got Matt Goodall, Splateo. Now, Matt is on Chibi Lizards. He is starting with 11 dudes. He is also starting with 1 reroll. He's got the Crocs. No fans could be afforded. So, again, we are really hoping to avoid damage at the start. Now, Matt has some distinct advantages over the 1 reroll Corn build. Firstly, and critically, although Corn do have Juggernaut, yeah, but you really want to be like blocking and blitzing with the big dudes to try and get SPP on them. So yeah, the Juggernaut here is on the Saurus blockers, who are the ones you want to blitz with and get SPP. So he's got 1 safe blitz every turn, safe blitz, which is going to be super important. And yeah, he's got all the stuff, so he just hopes nothing dies to an OSS fail or something. And yeah, he's got also some movement 8 dodge pieces, which makes offense easier. He has got the camo, so he can also on the ball and try and just get the ball immediately in hand. I think with these 1 reroll rosters, I wouldn't be too bothered about stalling and stuff like this, right? Just get it in, right? Just get some points on the board, get some SPP, get some money coming in, so that you can try and build this out and give yourself a chance. Good luck, Matt. Leopard is next. He's on Amazons, who I think are one of the problem children now with League, the way it's kind of like in the book. Because yeah, the star access is really strong. They're super cheap. And obviously they start with all these elites, right? So they're incredibly cheap with a load of elites on off the bat. But they do have the problem, as before, that you know, look, this is all AV8, right? And once the tackle mighty blow starts coming on board, these goals are going to, you know, especially in a long knockout stage, you have to be a bit lucky to get all the way through without having a mega blow up explosion of a game. And there is more tackle mighty blow in the game now, and it's going to be coming online sooner. So there's, you know, it's realistic if he's in a team with a few sort of tackle mighty blow easy access teams, that he could have a bit of a torrid run in the sort of group stages. I believe that's what happened to Wags last year, where he just took a lot of damage on sort of key pieces consistently all the way through the league season. So that is the problem with them. But the good thing is they're cheap, so you can replace them instantly. You start with all the elites, you start with all the rerolls, that's all good. And you can build lean and get stars. And yeah, the star access is really strong, so it's good. Good luck, Alex. Up next is Wags, who was the highest placed UUer in the last DBL. After a few years off from his debut UU season. Okay, he is on the healths, so I think healths are going to be really, really strong in League. He has got the sort of sensible starting roster, which is 2 dragons, 2 white lions, 7 linemen. So he's obviously had to source an extra one from the GW box here. 2 rerolls, that gets him 1. He has enough money to buy 1 fan, so he'll get a little bit of cash coming in. And yeah, he's just got the 4 good players here, and then linemen. Again, if we get a random Kaz or a touchdown, we stick linemen in the MVPs, but you want to just skill these dudes, right? And then I wonder if he will make a a killer. I think I would have to, right? Because it's so fun. So Frenzy, probably, yeah, Frenzy, then Mighty Blow. You probably still want dodge on it just to because it's going to be targeted, and then maybe even block or something like this, like create like a mini blood spawn. I think, yeah, you kind of have to, don't you? Because it's too fun. Obviously, it's going to be about 250k, so it's going to be expensive. But you know, what a player! If you can just start removing bash teams with elves, you're going to be laughing, aren't you? So yeah, the potential is crazy high, and Wags is a very good coach. So Wags is a favourite. He goes on the list. Good luck, Wags. Up next is Kaijin Chicken of Bonehead podcast fame. So he is also on the health Evershine Eagles. It's the same roster as Wags. Nick's not as experienced as Wags though, which I think I'm not going to give Nick a favourite, but you know, same stuff applies. Moving on. Overgone 5. Mark H, the legend. He has decided to bite the bullet and play Bretts. So what we got? 7 squires, 1 thrower, 2 catchers, 2 ground knights, 3 rerolls, 3 fans. So yeah, you do need the rerolls. They're so cheap. You got 12 players immediately, which actually, you know, actually at 1k TV, this isn't terrible, right? You've got all the combat skills, you've got rerolls, so you know, you do have the ability to kind of like, you've got quite a bit of agency actually out of the box. This is okay. The problem is the ceiling of the team, and later in league as you progress. You know, if you want to make these players, these catchers and these ground knights and these throwers into like proper good players, they're just going to get so expensive. They, you know, no elites on these 3. So if you want to blodge Knight Catcher, for example, that is going to be 10k more than a War Dancer, which is just crazy. I mean, I really hate the elite text. It's stupid. So yeah, this is a blodge movement allowance 7, strength 3, agility 3 plus, passing 4 plus, AV 9 plus thing is more expensive than a War Dancer. I'm not seeing it. So yeah, you're really, yeah, it's not good. Basically, as you go on later in the league, he'll probably find himself just wanting to not replace these when they die, so that he can take good stars and be competitive, because it's going to get quite nasty once the stronger teams start getting like all the block and guard on. And then the elves start getting skills and stuff, and he's just going to be there with these Bretts that are, you know, expensive, overcosted for what they are, and not competitive. So Mark is a good coach, however. So I'm sure he'll be all right, and I'm sure he'll have fun, which is the main thing about DBL anyway. So there we go. Good luck, Mark. Next up is Christian Jarjat, who is one of the viewers. He has got Wampwires, and he has taken 3 rerolls. He's got the fans, 7 thralls, 2 runners, 2 throwers, and a vamp, just a single vamp blitzer. Yeah, he's got 12 dudes. So this 12th man here, the thrall number 12, he's just for game 1, right? Because you're not going to be playing with more than 11 players for quite a while, between you smashing your team to bits and your opponent smashing your team to bits. Yeah, but he is going to give you a little bit more firepower in that game 1 to feed the vamps and get them doing what they need to do. They were difficult before at the start of leagues, and obviously they're more difficult now because they're not as good, right? So it's probably going to be a bit of a struggle, but once the skills go on, the ceiling is actually, I believe, still quite high with these dudes, right? Because before they were absolutely busted in League. They were busted OP with the 2+ Hypno, because everything could be Blodge, Pro, like double move up, move up runners, all of this stuff, which means obviously you can, between that and the Hypno, you can just one turn comically easily, like just ridiculously broken in League before. Now they will just be very strong, but you have to get there, and it's going to be hard to get there. So yeah, good luck, Christian. Next up, David Wollaston, a rookie. Now, he has got Shambling Undead, and really there isn't much in the way of choice with the Shambling Undead starting roster. So he's picked the starting roster. Well, no, actually, there is. The choice is here. How many zombies and how many skeletons you start with, and whether you take a little bit of both or zombies. Now, I do like skeletons for undead, I think especially for newer players, because just this is so slow, right? This is so slow. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, movement 4. We've got a couple of movement 3. If these were zombies as well, like, it's just horrific, right? And you're asking a hell of a lot of these 4 players. They really need to be in the right place all the time, especially on your offense, to make sure that you're ready to go up the pitch when you need to go up the pitch. Stalling really hurts this team. But again, I think it's okay for a newer coach, as I believe David is a newer coach, and because you don't really need to worry about stalling. Just bang it in, get a touchdown, get some SPP on your players, develop your players. Against some of the more veteran coaches, that's probably going to mean you lose. But you still get some SPP after the game. You can still do some damage and stuff. You might be able to stop their short drive. It's not impossible. And against sort of newer coaches, they'll probably be doing the same thing. They'll probably just be banging it in as well. And then you've got an open sort of flowing game, and you can get some more SPP and get going. So the issue is with Undead, this core of 4 players is critically important. If we take MNGs on them, it's going to be really, really tough. So I think the key with Undead in League, honestly, is keeping it quite trim, keeping it quite TV efficient. I wouldn't ever want to go over 12 players. And maybe you don't even take the third reroll, right? And you think about this TV, you keep it lean, and you look to the stars later on in the sort of season to give you a little bit more stuff, because ultimately, if you're going into knockout games after sort of 10 games, all of your opponents have had the chance to fill out their roster with all of their lovely positionals. They've all got skills on, and etc, 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 and you're turning up with half your team is zombies and skeletons. It's going to be a struggle, isn't it? It is just going to be a struggle. So I think you need to look to the stars for a bit of help later on. So yeah, keep it TV efficient would be my advice there, David. Right, up next is Bart K, and he's on Necro. So these are one of the stronger team choices for League now. They didn't lose any positionals. Their positionals were buffed and they were made cheaper. Before last edition with Necro, they were horrifically bloaty, just because they were so overcosted, all the positionals. But yeah, all of that has come down now. The price has come down, and we can build a really competitive roster right out of the gate. Now, this is 960 TV as well, right? So what we got? 4 zombie linemen, ghoul runners, 2 wraiths, 2 flesh golems, 1 werewolf. I like starting with 1 wolf there. No skill werewolves are like just not very good players ultimately. They're moving, which is fine, but blockless frenzy is bad. It's not great. What you want to do is ideally game 1 score 2 touchdowns on this, right? Give it block, and then you know, it's miles better instantly. He's got two re-rolls. He's got 30k in the bank, and like I said, he's 960 TV, so it's a realistic prospect that he'll get mascot for game one immediately, which is really cool, right? So this could be 2.5 re-rolls immediately. And then I think you probably just want to go straight to getting the second wolf. You probably will want that third reroll as well. Yeah, you're going to have to get it on you because you don't have a good leader access. So I think you just take it. It's always hard with the 70k reroll teams because you really don't want to spend 70k on a reroll. But like, it's a lot of TV, right? But there it is. And you're not too bothered about the blow team because the team is solid and really good. Also with the D6 MVP now, that's another massive buff for Necro because you can put these 4 in every time and just hope to hit MVPs on these. If he can get these, I mean, these two, it's not possible to score on them because they're no ball, and these two is going to be a real tough. You know, the only time you're scoring on them is when it's very opportunistic, like you banged your opponent out completely and, you know, you're walking up and you get an opportunity to hand off to them or something. You're not going to be reliably getting a touchdown on these. You might get one, you know, maybe two if you're like really, really lucky during the course of 10 games. So it's all on MVPs and Kaz. And obviously they're not Mighty Blow, they're not block, so you know, you're going to be doing the majority of the blitzing with the Wraiths, especially at the start, and the Wolf once it's got a skill. So these can be a bit slow to level up. Obviously, once they do get 6 SBP, just give them block immediately. There's less guard in the game now. The Wraiths will go straight to guard, and then obviously that means they're more reliable hitters, and you can get block guard on them, which is obviously, they're done at block guard, they're finished, aren't they? So that's what you want on them. So what we're looking, 14 SPP. Not unreasonable to think they could both get that over the course of 10 games, but obviously you need to not have them randomly die, and you need to be a bit lucky with the MVPs and Kaz falling. But yeah, Bart's an incredibly good coach, 2-time champ, and he's a favourite here. So there we go. Good luck, Bart. It's coming home. The eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that I've changed. It is another day. I'm breaking this up into a few pieces to keep myself sane. Let's go. Next up is Salty Murcut, NAF Champ 26. So, favourite, isn't it? He has to be. What's he playing? We've got Chaos Chosen, 11 players, 6 Beastman Runner Linemen. Are they still called Runner Linemen? No, they're just called Beastman Linemen now. Good. Did I get that? I must have got that mixed up. 6 Beastman Linemen, 4 Chaos Chosen, 1 Ogre. Now, he could have started with 3 rerolls and a troll, but he's decided not to do that. Take the Ogre, go down to 2 rerolls, pump the fans, keep 20k treasury. Also means his TV's 970, so if he plays into 1k TV straight away, you can get a mascot, which is cool. And yeah, there you go. It's pretty good. They're pretty good. I played them last season. They do obviously struggle the first few games. They need to get their block on. They need to get their, you know, yeah, block. You just need loads of block, right? So score on rookies, get block. Score on rookies, get block. That's it. That's all you do for the first few games. And try and get results. And then you can worry about, similar to the corn, but not as acute because you have, you don't have frenzy everywhere, so it's less bad on the turning over and stuff. But yeah, there is, unlike corn, there is no safe blitz here because at least the corn have the corn gauze with the juggernaut safe blitz. There is no such luxury here, so the safest blitz he's going to have is the ogre free dicing, which obviously isn't that safe. So 1 in 28 to turnover with that, which is obviously better than 1 in 9, so you take it, right? Yes, there we go. Obviously, the Beastmen run a lineman. They got 5k cheaper, but they lost their strength excess. They did pick up fixed goal though, so now they used to have like a killer Beastman, right? But that's and like maybe like a block guard support one. That's not going to happen anymore. You just turn these into sort of toolkit players. So you might have a block claw or a block frenzy. You probably want one of each of them, and you'll have a ball carrier. So you might have a couple of mutations to do that to make him better at that kind of thing. And a couple of wrestles, maybe a Rackler or something like this. They're just kind of the utility pieces, and then all the chosen just get all of the big elite skills. They're going to be horrifically expensive once they're developed, but they'll also be good. So they're good candidates for a break tackle as well here, because then they're 1+ dodging, right? They can walk into a cage pretty easily on a 3, or 4. It's 4, isn't it, into an X cage? Yeah, which is good, right? So good luck, Rob. Next up, I also am going too slowly, so I need to speed this up. Right, next up is Tom B. Chucky. He's playing Underworld Denizens. He's 3 rerolls, 3 fans, Apo. Okay, starting with the Apo. 12 players, 1 snotling, 4 goblins, 3 clan rats, a thrower, a gutter runner, a blitzer, and a roger. 12 players is not enough for Underworld, which I'm sure Tom will realise in pretty short order, because it's half of it is stunty, right? And so yeah, I probably wouldn't have bothered with the Apo for game 1, because okay, the Rat Ogre could die, the Gutter Runner could die, but you can replace them if they're rookies and they die. It's not a big issue. I think I'd be more inclined to start with like probably 15 players. But yeah, there we go. It's the good thing about Underworld. Well, so the strength of Underworld basically is you can start with so much stuff, and then they will fall away, right? Because the tackle mighty blow proliferates. You have single points of failure all over the place. You've got 1 of each of these positionals, and they're all super important for you. Even the throw is important, because the throw is going to be optimizing the 1 turn for you. You know, but they'll be fun, right? So yeah, good luck, Tom. There we go. That was Tom. Up next is Fodor. He's on vampires as well. More vampires, bloody hell. He's also gone for the 12 players. He's got 10k. He's got 3 rerolls. He's got an Apo. Yeah, he's only got 4 vampires though, so at least he's got the fans and stuff. So he's got the Apo to keep these vampires alive. But again, he'll be playing game 2 and probably It'll probably be game 6 before he sees a 12th man again, if he ever does. And this is just a limited amount of firepower, isn't it? So it's going to be hard work. Good luck, Fodor. Good luck, Fodor. I'll be interested to see how they go in the league and what they turn into. Next up, we have Ricardo Fabrice with his Black Orc Sons. Nice and straightforward. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a choice, is there, with the starting roster here? And this is okay, isn't it? 1 troll. I suppose you could drop the 12th man, but it's pretty nice, isn't it? 6 Black Orcs, 5 Goblin Bruisers, and that's 12 players, which is, a lot for a 1k team. You can immediately start fouling, which is good, and Black Orcs will want to do that because they're slow, so they need to remove stuff to get up the pitch. If you don't remove stuff, people will just stand in front of you, and then you're in tatters, right? So yeah, get the boot in. You can grab people in and maximise stamping. No fans, but he's got a lot of stuff already, hasn't he? So he's got all the expensive bits, so he'll be pretty relaxed about money. He just needs to replace stuff that dies and get the third reroll at some point in the Apo. And there we go. So it's cool. Black Orcs are good, right? Loads of strength. Guard is taxed, so you know people might not take their guards. And you've got the natural strength. You don't really need to worry about. You may probably take a couple of guard. I wouldn't go more than 2. Then you are gonna want block of mighty blow though on these dudes. So what? Block of mighty blow. There'll be 150 a pop for these Black Orcs, which is spenny, isn't it? But there we go. I think they are brawling brutes though. Yeah, they are brawling brutes, so it should all come online a bit quicker. Good luck there, Ricardo Fabris. Next up is Loinster. He is on the Light Dwarf Love Cannons, and he has built a full proper team here. Okay, interesting. So 12 players, 3 rerolls and an Apo. Okay, yeah. 2 of these 12 are halflings though, so you know. But it does give him the boot. It gives him the TTM straight away, so that's cool. 4 linemen, 2 catchers, a thrower, 2 blitzers, and an ogre. All right, there you go. We've got the team captain already. So block tackle pro out of the gates is amazing. 6 SPP to block tackle pro. Mighty blow is a crazy killer for, you know, game 3 of a league or whatever. However soon he gets it, I'd probably be looking at trying to score twice game 1 on this if possible, if at all possible. But realistically, you're probably going to be scoring on the catches, aren't you? So, but to be fair, like they've got a lot of firepower, right? 12 players, 3 rerolls is a lot. And he's got his blocks, he's got his rerolls for like he's got the Dodgers here, so it's strong. It's actually a strong league team. Again, you're going to have to watch the TV and think about stars later on to compete, because we've only got 3 guard access pieces, right? And we're a strength 3 bash team, so we do need to... yeah, you don't want to start taking guard secondaries on these linos, because then that'll be what... chuck the guard on, that'll be up to 100, and then they'll need block as well, right? So that's 130k piece there. That's almost a war dancer for a block guard lineman. It's expensive, isn't it? You know, so there we go. Tom is obviously a favourite because he is a former champ and a good coach, Team Wales coach. So there we go. That's Loinstar. Up next is Sock Addict. It's more blocks. It's the same starting roster, so yeah. I believe this is Josh. Apologies if I'm wrong. And I think he was on doing Vamps before. I might be completely wrong though. But yeah, all of the stuff applies. Next. Good luck, Sock Addict. Up next is Seb. He's managed to tear himself away from the knobs, and he's on ogres. So what have we got? We have 4 blockers, a punter, 9 noblars, so that's 14 dudes. 3 fans, 10k treasury, 2 rerolls, no Apo. And they are brawling brutes. Yep, so just punch stuff. It's only 10 SPP to block now as well, right, for a secondary for these guys, so we can get that quickly. And yeah, build up big killer smashy things to punch things with, and there we go. That'll be fun, I'm sure. Good luck, Seb. David Copson up next. Bonds. He is on the Tin Kings. So yeah, same applies to what I said earlier about Dom, right? With regards to the team build, you know, this insane amount of strength at 1k TV is brilliant, so it's going to be strong. You need to be careful though, you need to protect the ball, not get sacked. Ooh, no throwers. Okay. No throwers, he's got 12 dudes. I mean, the throwers are really good now because they're AV9 plus and fixed goal. Is that right? think they are. Let's have a look at Dons. Yeah, they're AV9 plus and fixed goal, so I think you... And critically sure hands as well, and you're an edgy 14. So I think we could be regretting that, David, not having any sure hands here. Obviously, they're not unsteady, so we can secure the ball. And what he'll probably be thinking about doing is just securing the ball on a blitzer, right? And playing from there, which is fine, right? Once it's on the blitzer, it is a better ball carrier than the thrower, isn't it? Because it's got blocks, so that's good. But yeah, the throwers are really, really important for Team King, so you want to get them ASAP. David, good luck. Okay. Up next, we have the Neon Viking with the Department of Concern. He's got Skaven. So, we have 12 players, no Roger. Now, this is a big miss. He's a new coach, I know. So yeah, you need to get a Roger, mate. So he might not have the toy, but like, you know, we can lend you a Roger, but you will need one because he's pretty important, right? Okay, so what we got? 12 dudes, 7 line rats, a thrower, 2 gutter runners, 2 blitzers, 20k treasury, 3 rerolls, and an Apo. So yeah, we have 12 players for game 1. Then we'll have like 3 deadline rats in the bin, and we'll be playing with 11. So yeah, I'm not a massive fan of like taking a bench for rats. Like I don't mind it with vamps because, you know, the thralls, you're eating the thralls to do stuff, and it might get you a win early. But the lime rats are just going to be standing about and dying, and they can't really do anything because they can punch because they're strength 3, but they're blockless. They're never going to get a combat skill because they're never going in MVP. So I'm playing them in SBL at the moment, and the roster is thin, right? You're critically reliant on these gutters, and there's only 2 of them. If we take an MNG, it's going to be horrific. And if we get them removed early, we lose. So yeah, good luck, Neon Viking. You must protect these, mate. You have to protect these. Good luck. Now, up next, Sartosa, Tsunami, Tom D, dwarves. I think this is our only dwarf. So what have we got? 2 rerolls, no Apo because you can't afford it. 6 linemen, 2 runners. You have to have the 2 runners now because they're the only Agi 3+ pieces, right? So they're going to make the ball happen. 1 Troll Slayer, 2 blitzers. The dwarf blitzers are fantastic with diving tackle and tackle. Really, really good players, but they got edge busted, right? So yeah. However, you know, when we look at this at 1K TV, all of this block, all of this armor value, the fixed goal as well, like they're going to be able to take punches, stand back up, hit back. The blocking's reliable, like, so yeah, they can knock stuff down, they can remove stuff, they can win games definitely early on. This is definitely capable of winning games. Tom's a good coach, and yeah, the problem is going to come later. Once everybody else gets their skills up, they become more reliable, and then they can reliably just dodge away from you and go and stand, 5 squares away, and then you're completely in pieces. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how they go. I think yeah, it's only 10 SPP to a secondary now, so if you can get 1 or maybe 2 guard dwarf linemen, because if you can get guard on them with the defensive, it's obscene. So I'd probably be looking at trying to get that, and then yeah, the rest of the stuff you probably want a couple of killers, and then yeah, build up one of the runners into a super runner. Probably is the way. Good luck, Tom. Bondi up next. Red ones roll faster. He's on the corn as well. And he's also gone for the sensible build. Boo. I'm not going to give Bondi a favourite because it's corn. So, and corn are not very good because the linemen are terrible. Right, David Yevons up next. We've got some placeholders for names here, which is interesting. So I wonder what this will end up as. Anyway, let's see. He's got the Crocs and 1 reroll build. Yep. Good coaches, David. He got... I knocked him out round 1 of the DBL. Last time we were in the same division, actually, and we were the last 2 names out of the hat, so we had to play again. And I think it was my second to last game. But yeah, we played the knockout game, and I remember saying to him at the time, like, because he was playing Necro, and his team was quite underdeveloped, as was mine. And I remember saying to him at the time, you know, it doesn't really matter, because whoever wins is going to play Luke next with these woodies that were, like, monstrous. And I was like, well, you know, we'll probably... whoever wins this is probably going to lose that. Turns out that was me, so... yeah, David Evans is a good coach. I reckon he'll probably will sneak into DBL, and then if he can get there, he should be able to put in a good shift. But it's a long knockout stage. He is still pretty new, so I think I can't give a favourite. But good luck, David, with that. Up next, Jack P. Crystal Pyramid Vultures. 2 rerolls. And I think this is exactly the same as what Dom's done, so he has got the throwers. So yeah, this will be strong and very good at 1k. So very good luck, Jack P. I really wished On Tour Blade just went back to where you was before. Anyway, Jerome Calevera. Right, it's Snotlings. Ah, yes, I should have said, for the TV, minimum TV, low-cost lineman count towards it. So yeah, they will be 15k's worth of linemen here, so that is, what, 15, 30, 45, and 60. So yeah, he's at 820 for the purposes of the cap, so he's good. Yeah, so he's going to be completely OP, isn't he? Jerome's a good coach. He loves to get the boot stuck in, so this is going to be perfect for him. No loner on the trolls and anymore. 2 rerolls. He's taken Apothecary for some reason, probably just to get up to the cap, maybe. But yeah, there isn't anything you really want to Apo on this. The trolls have regen. The pump wagons are replaceable. Like, yeah, Juggernaut, Stand Firm, Mighty Blow, they're pretty finished already, aren't they, really? You can just give them block and they're done, so... And if one died, it's just 50k extra more inducement money I'm getting. If a block one dies, it's just, I get 50k more inducements next game, so I'm not even bothered. But then I am a scumbag tryhard, so, you know, maybe he wants to save players that he likes. But, yeah, I mean, you have 4 players that you can possibly use it on, 2 of which already have regen, so... Because you can't, obviously, you're not Apoing a Snotling, are you? Because it's a 50k Apo for a 15k disposable bit of trash. So that's never going to happen. Although, actually, no. Look, you can use the Apo on stars now, can't you? So yeah, that's a good point, actually. You can use the Apo on stars now. So when he gets his Skitter in, when he gets his... maybe not Ripper because he's regen as well, but although if it was badly cut, you would Apo it, wouldn't you? So, oh yeah, they've changed the sequencing now as well. Actually, I think you can regen and then Apo afterwards. So, yeah, yes, okay, that's all right then, and it gets you up to the cap. So, you don't really want to go over 2 rerolls Yeah, okay. I see it. Very good. Good luck, Jerome. There we go. Lachlan is up next. It's the clever girls. It's lizards. It's no crocs. So he's trying to be sensible. 2 rerolls. I think this is if you're a little bit less experienced. I don't know the name. Obviously, it's tour play names, right? So apologies if I know you, but I don't know that. So yeah, a little bit more sensible with a couple of re-rolls. He's got the on the ball, so he's got a chance of just having the ball immediately. He's got a safe blitz, so he should be okay. Loads of strength and stuff. So yeah, good luck. Get some block on, get a leader quickly, and you'll be all right. That's the clever girls. Next up is Callum Ross, and he is rocking the Cas box a second time. He is a pie whistle champ, and he is being a scumbag and playing orcs. I think they are they're horrendously overpowered in league formats because they start with 1, 2, 3 mighty blows, one of which is a pro, and they are brawling brutes, right? So they are horrifically strong. And they've got the team captain, so it's 3 re-rolls, 3 mighty blow, 11 players, loads of AV 10 plus. They've got the pro, they've got block and break tackle as well here. So they've got reliable blitzes, they've got a massive amount of removal power. They are sticky themselves because of the high armor, and they're going to accrue SPP really, really quickly. So they are incredibly strong. And yeah, Callum, you're a bit. This is a bit naughty. I really don't think a good player should be playing these in league. Although you know, who am I to say that? You know, play what you want. But it's a bit. I think it's a bit naughty because honestly, it can be a negative play experience if you're playing into new coaches because you're going to destroy their team immediately. This is horrendous to play into. I've played a practice game against it. Against and he showed a bit of leg, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go in with the Dark Elves," and my team was gone. It was just gone. So, yeah, you get it's horrible to play against, and really strong. And obviously, the ceiling for development is incredibly high because the strength access on the lineman, right? So you're probably wanting to. I'm not going to give you any advice, Callum. Good luck. Am I going to give you a favourite? That is the question. He's still a little bit green, but he has the team. I'm going to give him a favourite because the team is insane. Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Callum. Bring it home. Right, Alistair up next. The Bogglesworth Battenbergs. Bogglesworth. Right, okay. 860 TV. So, it's a little bit bloaty already. 3 rerolls and an Apo. Okay. Only 12 players. So this is it's vulnerable. Is this like a box? Is this what's in the box? Okay. So yeah, we're playing the halflings and we're playing the team properly here, and we're going to try and develop the halflings and stuff. Now, Alistair, if the first few games, if the first few games go a bit poorly and stuff starts to die, and you're getting banged out a bit, then what you can think about doing is, I don't think you can fire sideline staff anymore, can you? You might be able to fire the Apo. What you'll probably want to do is just fire the Apo, and then when these die, you'll want to keep 1 hefty to get leader. But when these die, one of the hefties and 2 catchers, just replace them with halflings, normal halflings, yeah? Get this TV down to 800 on the nose, 800, and try and get up to 14 players, right? This will then enable you to get a Master Chef, obviously, which is required, and then also to start looking at stars. So particularly Jordell, get yourself a Jordell mini because you're going to need it at the later stages. Yes, he has chosen Woodland League. Yep, so he's chosen Woodland League. That's something I've not done with a lot of the teams actually. Bad oats. Yeah, he's chosen Woodland League, so he's got the correct one. And yeah, get yourself a Jordell, and then you have a War Dancer, and then you've got a means of reliably winning. Good luck, Alistair. Up next is Testo JT, and he's on the Orcs. So, actually, 1 minute. That's a good point. Callum, he did have the big un captain, didn't he? Yeah, good. I think that's pretty well versed why you do want the big un to be captain. But I'll quickly go over it again. The big un is strength 4. It's less likely to be hit. Its fixed goal is less likely to leave the pitch. It has Mighty Blow, so you want to pro the Mighty Blow hits. So, tick, 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 that's your captain. Anyway, on we go. 11 dudes. He hasn't started with the Goblin here, which I like. I prefer this. You don't want to just have a weak point to be removed. And you can buy it pretty quickly because, look, the team is done. We've got our 3 rerolls. We've got all of the positionals. We'll probably just want to do an Apo and then a Goblin and probably get the second Orc Thrower because they're faster now, right? And I would probably make one into the ball carrier proper. So like block and then probably stats realistically, isn't it? It's just stats now. And then the other one I would just, get a couple of, get a few touchdowns on it because they're brawling brutes. Give it wrestle and then don't touch it anymore. It's finished. And then it's just like a movement 6 sort of blitzer with wrestle. So there you go. Good luck there to JT. Let's see if he can turn his fortunes around with the Orcs. Adam J. Kent of Bad Moon Cafe. He's on the Orcs as well, and he's done. He's gone for the Callum approach. So yeah, same things apply really as before. Get the Apo and get another Lino, and that's your roster done, isn't it? And then we can just get the skills on and. Good luck there, Adam. Up next, Yogi, Jingle Bells, Blood Bowl Smells. So Yogi's gone for the OP Snotlings. He has he's taken 4 rerolls, and you can't ever fire them either. So I think I would have been. It's hard, isn't it? Because you need to spend all the money. So. But I think what I would have been doing as a gamey so-and-so is looking to try and finagle it so that I could try and drop TV off of the roster. Maybe you can fire an Apo, actually. That might be better. Yeah. I don't know if you can. I probably should have checked before doing the video, but I'm not going to stop. But yeah, you can fire these, right? So what's that? That'll give him 5, 10, 15, 20k back. Because you really just want to be a maximum scumbag. Get the CTV as low as possible so you can get the stars in. And you need to fire a dude anyway, because you need 2 slots for 2 stars. Unless you're playing it straight-laced, which is admirable. But I think Yogi's a good player, so he knows how to be a little bit naughty. He also has an incredible team here. Snotlings are overpowered in league format. If there isn't a minimum TV, I mean, this basically is the reason we've put the minimum TV in this team, because it's brokenly overpowered at 1k TV. If there's no minimum TV, there is, but Yogi's a good player, and the minimum TV cap won't matter later on. So yeah, he's a favourite. Good luck, Yogi. Next up is Jimbo. Jimbo has put down the undead. This is my 4th year of DBL, and he's played undead every single time. But that's annoying, isn't it? Let's just click it, see what happens. Happy days, it goes away. So he's put down the undead. Maybe he was bored of them. Maybe he just didn't fancy playing with 2 ghouls, and who could blame him? So what we got here, 2 team rerolls. We have 2 war dancers, 1 tree man, and 8 linemen. So we start with the tree, which just means that, you know, we're going to be taking less attrition, basically. And we have 2 war dancers, so we can win games immediately just by having 2 war dancers. Most 1k TV, like, I mean, you know, you think about some of the rosters we've looked at, you know, like Chaos Chosen, or, you know, Black Hawks, or, you know, stuff like this that just doesn't have any skills and mechanism for taking these down. You just run 8 squares away with the ball and then come at me. They're probably not going to power you. They won't have any rerolls left to do it. Like, and obviously, you know, that's, you don't want to just Tato with them, but you can, and it'll probably be fine. So they're incredibly good and incredibly strong. The attrition will come in. He'll want to get some catches ASAP because dodge is a good skill. So there we go. But yeah, the good thing about starting with loads and loads of linemen is you do get the opportunity to turn them into players, right? So if we score on 1, we can stick them into the MVP, get a Roger. You'll probably want a Roger, maybe even 2 actually, which is, sorry, it's the dodge and wrestle combination. Speaking in tournament speak. Dodge and wrestle, and obviously that just keeps the TV down, because this gets very expensive, although less so now with the cheaper Lionels, right? So yeah, good luck, Jimbo. That's Arboreal Madrid. How far have we got? We got a ways to go. Okay. Strap in for the long one. Right, Sam Wardice. I wish, really wish Torplay sorts this out. We want the coach here, and then we want real human being name, and then toy name. That's what we need on Torplay. Anyway, they're not watching, they don't care. So what have we got here with Pelfs? Yeah, he's on Pelfs, so it's going to be hard. Now, with Pro Elves, they took the nerf to the linemen by adding Fumblerooski and making them 5k more expensive, which means the old starting roster of 2 blitzers, 2 catches, 3 rerolls is not possible anymore, so you have to play with 2 rerolls. There is, the eagle-eyed among you will notice there is no dodge on this roster anywhere. So we are almost exclusively AV8 elf team with no dodge. So, you know, if you run into those orcs early on, yeah, don't play the orcs early on. Yeah, it could get pretty violent quickly. So, yeah, they killed the old starting roster, so you have to start with this now. It does mean we can vanity pass at the start with the thrower to try and get leader ASAP, which is good, and he'll want to do that, I'm sure. And then, yeah, the critical thing with this team is every player, just give it dodge first. Just don't think about it. Just every single player that skills up, just give it dodge first. And then you can start thinking about other stuff afterwards, right? So the catchers will want to get dodge and then block. Maybe you'll do 1 dodge and wrestle. Obviously, though, you need to be careful with the wrestler. Like, if you wrestle it down, people are going to foul it. So if you are doing the wrestle sort of ball sack or something like that, try and make it so that the wrestle hit is so impactful that they have to go and do something else. So yeah, good ways of making it like that is if you do it like late in the drive and then you've like screened in front of them, so they have to blitz the screen to go through or something like that, then they won't be able to. Or yeah, sorry, if you do it late in the drive, they're not going to be able to foul because they need to get forwards and stuff like this. So yeah, just be, but you probably will want one, but you need to be a bit careful with it. And then obviously you can give it strip as well and stuff like this. I think the main one I would turn into a ball carrier, and it would be dodge, block, and then stats, right? And you really want movement 9. You take armor because it's only like 10k. It's really good value. And agility, obviously, you take, right? And strength is incredible. Strength 4, move 8, blodger. Actually, 2 plus blodger is incredible as well. It's bloaty, but yeah, what a player. On the blitzers, dodge first, obviously, because to make them blodge step. Diving tackle is a very cool skill once they've got that blodge step, because you can kind of attach it. But again, be careful. If they've got tackle mighty blows or something like that, they're going to smash it to bits and kill it. So be careful. Another good skill is tackle. You can give them frenzy, something like that. There's lots of good sort of options there, or just go for stats as well. They're cool. It's a really fun team, but it is vulnerable, so you need to be careful with it. You need to know when to just lie down and give up. There are going to be games where you just get smashed to pieces. Like you lose the toss, they receive and start smashing you to pieces, and you need to know when to just say, okay, look, the drive's over. They're going to score. Fine. Let's just try and make it so I've got 6 or 7 elves and I've got a chance to do my drive. So just standing up and taking blocks and stuff like that is a big no-no. You have to be really like quite pragmatic early on with this, and yeah, be careful. Just minimise the armor rolls is the key bit. Good luck there to Sam Wardice. Ewan Smith. He is a simp. He is a simp for Nurgle. The Septic Isle mutated plague stars. Right. He has got just, this is the starting roster for Nurgle. There isn't anything else to do. I'd be amazed if we see anything else. 3 rerolls, 3 fans, and everything. So we're done immediately. All we ever need to do is get another rotter. Probably 2. Because they never want to be down players on a drive. If they're starting a drive with less than 11, it's going to be hard for them. But yeah, get up to 13, and also that enables you to get the boot in a little bit more. These rotters are devious access, so they can get a DP as well. And then yeah, they're a very strong team now with us, stand firm. The issue is, again, critical failure points that we have here on the Pestigores. If we take an MNG, it's horrific. It's really, really bad. So, again, these just need to be protected. I am going to give Ewan a favourite here, because I believe the team is strong and he's a good coach. So there we go. He is a simp for Papa. Next up, Dallas Drow Boys. Joe R. He is playing Dark Elves the same as me, and he has gone for the same fun-having roster as me with 2 stabs. Now, of course, these are... the fact they have hit and run and stab means that they can disengage, right? So, yeah, it's not complete madness to do this way. I think this is fine, but like me, he's just going to be keeping his fingers crossed that they don't get smashed early and he doesn't lose them early. And if that doesn't happen, he'll be fine. He's a good coach. So yes, I'm not going to give him a favourite though. That's close. That feels close. I might regret that. He could win. Right, up next, Scorley B. He's a favourite, isn't he, Barry? Current reigning champion. He has gone for the troll free reroll build, yeah, just to optimize the first few games, get the rerolls in so you can do more reliable blocking and stuff, and like get the score done. So yeah, this is going to be strong. He's a very good coach, and I'll be interested to see how he develops these and how they come along. Yeah, as I said before, I played them last year, and I really struggled to develop players past one skill. I think I only had like a couple of stacks at the end of 10 games, so it was a little bit undercooked going into league stage. Critically, these guys are not brawling brutes. He is favoured of Nurgle, so he's picked the correct favoured of, because A, Nurgle, and B, the Star Access is a bit better. Then get Wither Grasp and a couple of the bloater stars, which are quite cool, and actually affordable is the key thing. There are a lot of like starters categories that give you access to stars theoretically, but you know, in a league you're just never going to have that much money. So there we go. That's the Black Heathens. That's Schooly B. Good luck, Barry. Next up is Matt Richards with the Lichtenberg Princes, and these are knobs. So Matt is playing with his knobs. He has... how's he afforded all of this? Oh, okay. So we've got 11 players, 4 retainers, 2 throwers, 2 bodyguards, 2 blitzers, 1 ogre, 3 rerolls. So yeah, the bodyguards are extremely critical to the way the team functions, because you know the stand firm enables you to like press up and actually like get things done. So these are a priority to get the next to get them. Hey, so I would get them before the Apo. So yeah, this is a miss. But the throws are good, and he'll have some time to develop them. And yeah, but we really need to get the other 2 bodyguards. Good luck, Matt. That is the Lichtenberg Princes. Tom is up next, and it's the Golden Age. 3 rerolls, and yeah, that's undead, isn't it? I've spoken about them before. He's decided to go no skellies. So yeah. Yeah, like I say, I think I would like a skelly or 2 now, because just the speed. If you do manage to force them in for or if they just score quickly, then you got a 3 turn drive or something like that. Being able to just set up the skeletons kind of in the wide zones on the LOS and get 5 squares forward immediately is and maybe even rushes. You probably need some rushes as well if you're looking at like putting something out at the front of a cage or something. So yeah, I think I would have a couple, but I understand not starting with them because ultimately they're easier. Well, actually, they're the same likelihood of removal from the pitch because of the fixed goal, but they're more likely to get stunned and stuff. So I understand it. Good luck, Tom. He's another one of the govs. Up next is Amawini, and he is Smack My Elf Up. I looked there for a second, and there's only one dancer, and I was like, no! But the other one's here, so it's okay. Now, 2 rerolls, 3 dedicated fans, 11 dudes, 7 linemen, 1 thrower, 1 catcher, so that's cool. We can do the Vanny passing at the start to get the leader ASAP. Yeah, and then we can just get the Apo first, and then get another reroll, and if we can get 3 rerolls plus leader, then we've got quite a lot of, and if we can do that quite quickly, then we've got quite a lot of ammunition to throw into these dancers. And yeah, then 2 dancers obviously, get a strip one immediately, and then the other one is there's lots of ways to develop them, but yeah, that will be a lot of fun. A lot of dead elves, I reckon. So good luck, Amawini. If I was professional, I would have the I'd have the spreadsheet so that I could look at who each of these people are, but I'm not, so I'm not. Okay, up next is Necro, Stephen Bourne. 3 rerolls. Okay, 1 ghoul, 1 werewolf. He's only bought 1 fan, but he's got... Oh yeah, he's only got the cash for 1 fan. So, I like having 3 rerolls at the start. That's a very nice thing. But it does mean that we have 2 ball carriers here. So we have to be super, super, super careful with these dudes. We can't be exposing them early on in the game, right? We can't blitz with a werewolf because it doesn't have block, and we can't leave it exposed. We can't leave it based. So these 2 need to be hidden. We need to get another ghoul ASAP. And obviously, if we take an MNG on them game 1 or something like that, we could be in all sorts of trouble. So the rerolls are good, but the ball carrying situation is already critical immediately. So yeah, good luck, Stephen. Protect those 2 pieces like your life depends on it. Right, up next is Lawrence Challen. He's on Corn. He's got 1 reroll, so yeah, he's leaning in. Very good. Yeah, no notes. It's 10 out of 10, isn't it? You have to go for it. He's got the Brawling Brutes. He's a good coach. So it'll be interesting to see how many of these Corn can get into the DBL 32, because he's a kind of coach, Lawrence. If he had like a good sort of decent team, I would expect him to get 30 to top 32, but he's got this. But yeah, I think this Brawling Brutes does give them a possibility to do something. So let's see. He's going to need a fair wind at the start, right? You need to just get lucky, frankly, at the start. So good luck on that pursuit, Lawrence. Up next is Sirius. He is the Goblin King, and he's got high elves. He's got the sensible build, so yeah, same thing applies. I'm going to give Sirius a favourite here. I am going to give him a favourite, because he is Lord of Kent after all, so who am I to say that he's not a favourite? A far greater Blood Bowl achievement than I have ever managed to achieve, so yeah. There we go. It's High Elves, isn't it? It's very good. I'm sure there'll be a killer being made and all of that other stuff I said before. Good luck, Andy. Now, Duncan Baldry. Where are you? The Highbury Badger. He's on Necro. He's got the 1 werewolf, 2 rerolls, and the treachery. Yeah, I like this approach. I think this is probably optimal. A couple of rerolls a bit thin, but yeah. He was on Skaven last year, had a decent time. But obviously this is a bit different. It's a bit harder to score with these boys, but he's a good coach, and they're an incredible team, so he's going to be fine. Good luck, Duncan. I can foresee a very strong pie whistle this season for Duncan, because he's got the team for it. Although he might dice himself by accidentally getting into the top 32 and not be able to win pie whistle. So, right, it's Baby Elves up next. It's High Elves. I don't know Gonzalo. Oh no, I do. I do know Gonzalo. He's a new coach. I think he's been playing UU. So yeah, it's all new for him. So what I said before regarding team building, yeah, that's what we want to do. Dodge first, and then make a killer. Do some stats, maybe a sidestep, that kind of thing. So good luck. with the baby elves. Gonzalo. Up next is Cornite with the Withersdoon Reavers, and he has gone for the sensible Dark Elf build, and it's 2 rerolls. He's got the fans, he's got 5k treasury, so he'll be looking at an Apo immediately, I'd imagine. And yeah, a couple of dodge pieces, a couple of blitzers, job done. And Louis is a good coach. I'm going to give him a favourite. I think we're close. Ewan Harvey. Goblins. 970 TV. So what have we got? 13 dudes. Quite expensive, aren't they, the old gobos? He's got 4 rerolls though. I think that may be overkill. Because you want a bribe, right? You've got 1, 2 weapons, only 13 players. You're at 970, you're not going to have a bribe for game 1. So after the first drive, you're capped at 11 immediately. And that is assuming that none of the other goblins die. Oh no, he's got a bomber as well. Oh god, okay, yeah. So he's capped at 10. He's capped at 10 after the first drive. And that's assuming none of the other goblins die, which obviously they will die. They will die. So yeah, this is going to be hard work. And he's only got 20k treasury, so yeah, I think we're looking at probably, this was, you know, his eyes lit up with the money, and he's just spent it. And yeah, what we'll want to do is when this dies and this dies, I mean, look, if you're optimizing to try and do as well as possible, when this dies and this dies game 1, don't replace them for a little bit. Just fill out, get some more goblins, get a bit more stability on the team, and then we can reintroduce them once that's happened, would be my advice. But obviously that's not the fun advice. The fun advice is to replace them immediately, have them die instantly. That's more fun. So good luck, Ewan. Up next is Ceramol, LXM. I believe Ceramol's quite a good coach, and he's gone for the 2 ball carrier approach as well to get the 3 rerolls. So yeah, the 3 rerolls is good. I'm not going to say it again, but yeah, protect the ball carriers. Good luck, Alex. Up next is Will JH on Skaven. He has got the Roger, so 10 out of 10. Yeah, like I said before, there are critical failure points here. You must protect the gutters. You have to protect the gutters. I took, when I played them in SBL this season, I think game 2, I got an MNG gutter and it had 0 SPP. And I had like 85k treasury, and so I just fired it and replaced it. Right. Because the thought of playing with 1 gutter is too depressing. Like, you're not equipped to play with 1 gutter. You're not really equipped to only play with 2, but that's what you have to do now. Good luck there. Will JH. Okay, we're back. Jefferson Skarschnick, or Thurg. He's got the sensible high elf roster. I don't know the coach. And I've said everything I want to say about high elves. Good luck, sir. Damn squig. It's a rat summer for Ellis. And oh yes. Oh, the team name. Oh, look at all the player names. It's beautiful. He hasn't put the logo on here, but the logo is incredible. It's like just the Brat logo, but with the B removed. So it's top tier stuff from James. But again, it's fragile. It's really, really fragile. It's super fragile. Good luck, James. Up next is King Ghidra, the king. He's on Papa. He's got the Papa starting roster. So yeah. There isn't much to say, is there, really? Up next we have Alistair Kay, and he's extremely confident because he doesn't have any players. So, there we go. We're past the deadline, and he's a naughty boy. So, put some players on, mate. Howie Roberts up next, the Harlem Globe Fackers. Now, yeah, it's Renegades, so it's 11 dudes. We've got 4 human linos, a Skaven, a Goblin, a Dark Elf. The throw is actually good now because it's got sure hands. So you will want it eventually. He's got the Mino. So positives for the Mino. It doesn't kill your own team. It has fixed skull, so it's more resilient. Negatives are it's got the worst nega trait in the game, and it's yeah, that's it. It's got the worst nega trait in the game. It doesn't have a tail either. So the Rogue has a tail, so it gives you some mechanism of doing something against elves beyond just hoping the Mighty Blow works. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be carnage. He's got a lot of Mighty Blow. It could fire. I had a miserable time when I took them. So yeah, good luck, Howie. The Fackers. Up next is the Mako Bay Hammerheads, the beautiful high elves that Magnus has painted. These are a joy to behold. Again, if I was a professional content creator, I would have a picture ready to show you because they are that good. But yeah, it's high elves, isn't it? I can't say anymore. I'll do a little race review at the end so we can see how many of each we've got. Michael K. It's Nurgle. Good luck, Michael. Yeah, this is getting a lot quicker now. Happy days. After that, it's Thomas Williams. He's got Chaos Chosen straight in with the Mino. Yes! Brilliant. Straight in with a Mino, and he's not compromising anything, is he? Compared to the Yoga build, it just means he's got a little bit less treasury left over, but he's got his fans. And yeah, Ed Miliband's up there. Ed Miliband the Minotaur. There we go. Brilliant. Good luck, Thomas. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I had the Minotaur last season because I put it to a poll like an idiot. And obviously everyone just simped for the Mino. Rob, he's got high elves. He's got high elves. Rob777. Good luck. Matt Butler, not a one forest. Incredible team name. 3 rerolls, 2 fans. Oh, it's 3 rerolls. Yeah, okay, fine. 2 dancers, 9 linos. So, I think this is our last Wood Elf roster now. So I'll go and tell you what I would have done, right? The catchers are 90k, right? So that's, what, 25k more than a lino, right? So instead of this 3rd reroll, we could have upgraded 2 of these linemen to catchers, which means that we start off with 4 movement 8 dodge pieces, movement 8 dodge elves, which is incredibly ridiculously overpowered. It does lack a little on defense, right? But the offense is crazily good. Like, nobody can stop that if you play it properly. And you're going to be able to stall it out and play like you're going to be able to play like a normal Blood Bowl immediately, rather than just having a banging because you've spent all your rerolls on 1 in 9s in the first 3 turns or something. You know, you're going to be able to play normal Blood Bowl immediately, which gives you a huge edge. And just playing normal Blood Bowl will likely just win you games because you'll get 2-1 grinds because people will just be, you know, scoring whenever they can. So yeah. Good luck there with the the not a one forest. Right. Up next is Nick Coate. It's the Bear Circus Berserkers. It's Norse. He's bringing the Norse back. He's gone with 11 players. A Yeti, good man. A good, very good man. And he's got 3 rerolls as well, so that's actually not terrible, is it, that starting roster with the Yeti? Oh, it's a pig, though. Yeah, he does have a pig immediately. So what he'll want to do is he'll want to fire this pig after game 1 so that he's getting a free lineman. Because you don't want a pig being one of your 11 dudes, right? Because they die. So he won't have to fire it, it'll be dead on it. So yeah. And then you could just have Journeyman. You'll be playing with Journeyman for a little while, but that's okay. And we've got the Yeti immediately. I think you do need a block Yeti to compete at those higher TVs at the end, and a block Mighty Blow Yeti specifically. So getting it immediately and trying to get that and trying to make that happen is a good idea. The Elves want block and then guard, because you need guard to fight. The Valks want, I think this is our first Norse, isn't it? The Valks want dodge first, because they're your ball carriers. And then you probably want to go block or wrestle. You definitely want one blodger. And I would probably do 2, honestly. Then 1 is just your primary ball carrier, and we'll get, just save for stats, just score all the touchdowns on. Yeah, get them both to blodge, and then focus on 1 and build it up, and get it stats. You want edge, you really want edge, but move is good as well. So, on the lineman, I would recommend saving, just banking SPP, because there's nothing really good to take on them as a primary. Tackle's okay, but yeah, just bank the SPP and try and get to 10 and get a guard. If you can get 2, that's really good. It will be expensive, but you do need some guard to fight, and especially at those higher TVs. And if it gets to the point, and also you should probably be thinking about stars as well. So there might be a point where you need to like fire some players and trim down to 11 just to make sure you get stars later on as we go on, because yeah, it's flimsy, right? It's vulnerable to bang outs. It's big removals and stuff. All your critical bits, yeah, they can just die, right? And then so get some stars ready, get them painted up, and have that in reserve. Good luck, Nick. We got a ways to go yet. Aaron Mifsud, the Jaguars, Amazons. So yeah, everything I said about Zons before, he's taken the thrower immediately, which means that he doesn't start with the Apo, which is fine, and on the ball's cool, so 3 rerolls is good, isn't it? We're just adding line women. Super strong team, good coach. Good luck, Aaron. Where are we? Alex G, Necromantic Horror. We've got, he's sacrificed one of the wraiths. Not a huge fan of that approach, honestly, but yeah, at least he's got both the wolves, both the ghouls, so very, yeah, good luck, Alex G, with the like and subscribers. Richie P, crackheads. He's on Renegades as well. He does have the thrower here. He's got 3 rerolls. Yeah. So he's just the same list as the other dude. But he's... Oh no, he's not got a big guy yet. Okay. No big guy. Sorry, he's missing one of the big guys. But... yeah, there we go. Okay, good luck, Richie B, with the crackheads. Ollie's Freaks on a Leash. He's got the 1 reroll corn. Good luck, Ollie. I need to rattle through these now because this has taken too long. Cool George, Old World Alliance. This is our only Old World Alliance. It's... Whoa, okay, this is a bit spicy. 1 reroll. He's got an Apo. 13 dudes. So, yeah, a lot of players here. No big guy yet. So, yeah, the rerolls are expensive. He'll need to get those. He does have an Apo. Okay, it's 13 players in an Apo, so it's hella amount of players and stuff. But he's got a limited amount of resource here if things go wrong. So, yeah, he's got the Dwarf Runner as well. So all the bits. Okay. All right, there you go. Cool George. Good luck. That looks like a box to me. I'm next, Greasy Cleats, good coach, and he's got undead. Good luck. Thomas Mallins, humans. 13 dudes, couple of halflings, 3 rerolls. Yep. This is the same as Loin's build, isn't it? And the captain's in the right place. So, good luck, Thomas. Dr. Powell, Chaos Chosen, Ogre, same as Salty, 20k to get the reroll on the Apo and stuff like that. Playing the long game. Good luck to Helga and to Dr. Powell. Glen up, the Kraken's Fury. He's got High Elves. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. 2 rerolls, 25k treasury left, 1 prince, 1 warrior, thrower, 2 white lions. So yeah, we've abandoned one of the princes in favour of a thrower. Obviously that means you can vanity pass, get the 3rd reroll. But yeah, he'll want to get that 2nd dragon prince as quick as possible. But he probably needs to get an Apo first, doesn't he? So yeah, he's going to be looking at game 4 or something before he's got all of the good pieces. So yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, good luck with that, my friend. Up next, Matt's Premium Skink Eggs. He's back on the Lizards. He's got the 1 reroll build. Good luck, Matt. Don't have it die to a Nurse's Foul, please. Alex, Martin Wood, Dr. Alps, these are our only gnomes. Ah, beautiful. And you will notice that there are skills on this. So, we, in the DBL, we'd like to have every race represented. Now, at the start of the season, when we were talking, before sign-ups, when the Gov team were talking about, you know, that previously we'd kind of like given some fans and stuff, but now with the fans changing, you can only buy 2 and stuff. God, they've got little paw prints. That's incredible. Yeah, so they're not that good anymore. They're giving people fans and stuff, and we were like, look, some of these teams are just terrible, and why don't? And I'm playing in Bromley this season, and they give everyone like some SPP at the start. And I thought, why don't we do that? Just offer people SPPs to switch from a team that's good to a bad team that's not been picked. And that's what we did. And look, we give him 12 SPP. He could have had a block tree, but he's got a couple of dodge. Just picked up a couple of dodge to try and make this a little bit better at the start. And have these not instantly die to a firm breeze. So hopefully that works. 3 rerolls. He's got the Apo. 14 dudes. So he's at 1050 TV out of the gate. And yeah, good luck, Alex. Obviously, gnomes are abysmal in League, so he'll be looking if he can qualify Pie Whistle, that will be a very good achievement. Okay, Pombar is on Corn, more Corn. He's got 3 rerolls, 2 Bloodseekers, 1 Bloodspawn, 2 Corngors, loads of these terrible Linos. So yeah, and then I wouldn't bother with the Apo here immediately. I'd just be trying to fill out and get the rest of these dudes right. I wouldn't hate, honestly, doing... Could you have, if you dropped this, if you dropped one of these rerolls, you could have got a Bloodseeker, another Bloodseeker, and a Fan. So I think that's actually quite nice, isn't it? 2 rerolls, 2 Fans, 3 Bloodseekers. I think that's probably what I would have done. So, but this is a more maximalist rerolls approach. He will need them. He will need them. So they'll be used. Good luck, Pombar. Lukey, Dubious Mongoose. What's he gone for? Yeah, the 1 wolf start. And 30k, so he's on his way already to getting the second. And then he's done, isn't he? He needs a reroll as well. Yeah. Very good coach, Luke. So he's a favourite. I've been missing favourites for a little bit, haven't I? I don't think there have been any, but yeah. Okay. So close to done. Chozza, Vamps. Really, Chozza, come on. Paying Vamps. Same things apply. Read before. Chozza's a good coach, so if anyone can get a tune out of this, it will be him. It's going to be odd at the start. Good luck, Jose. Connor Spraggett, Undead. He's got Undead. No skeletons. Good luck, Connor. He's a very good coach, but I think the race is going to let him down, honestly. Nyson, Snotlings. Whoa. 650 TV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15, 30, 45. He's this is an illegal roster. He's not met his minimum TV, but yeah, look, he knows what he wants to do, right? So you can't argue with that. But he needs to buy another Stilty, another Hopper, and probably get an Apo. I shouldn't be telling him what the best roster is, should I? We'll need to contact him. There we go. Who was that? Nice on the legal roster. Okay, Stuart Twine. He's on Gorn as well. So many Gorn. 3 rerolls build for him. Good luck, Stuart. We're getting close now. Tom H, very good coach. He's very good with his ogres. He's experienced. He's got the 2 reroll build, 5 ogres. Yeah, he can smash things in the face with ogres and have a bit of fun. I'm not going to give him a favourite. He did do extremely well last DBL with ogres, but ultimately it's a long knockout stage. Once you get into the knockouts, you're playing against the better players, and you need to be lucky to sustain it. You need to be really, really lucky to sustain it for like 5, 4, I think it's 6 games to get through and win 6 knockout games. It's, you know, come into elves or something like that, they'll just run around you, they'll walk into your cage, they'll wait for you to go stupid, the Mighty Blow doesn't work or something, you know. It's easy, it's just so easy to lose with them, isn't it? Avec Montage up next. 12 players, 6 Hobgoblins, 4 blockers, 2 Ball Centaurs, 3 rerolls. So yeah, Lots of hobos, but he's got all these rerolls immediately. They do need rerolls because they're slow as hell. Although he's got the hobgoblins, so that makes it a bit faster. Oh, it's 12 players as well. Okay, yeah, so quite a deep bench. I do actually. This is quite nice, isn't it? I think this is quite nice because you've got your blocking pieces. So you've got reliable blitzes. You can move about a bit with these hobgoblins. You're going to take removals, but fine. You can have a foul. You can try and get a bit of attrition that way. And then, yeah, you can try and develop these, and then you can replace these with this, maybe this if you're feeling spicy, and probably one of these as well. So I think, yeah, that's quite a nice approach, actually. I do quite like that. So good luck, Phil. I didn't give, I should have given Jimbo a favourite, shouldn't I? I didn't give Jimbo a favourite. Right. Babot. Babot is on Underworld. Yeah, this is what I like to see. And I do like the Trolling League. Right, so 15 players. That's a proper bench, isn't it? 4 Snotlings, really good. 4 Goblins, really good. The Snotlings are just incredible because they're reliable movers. If you're playing against something that can one-turn you, you can just put them on the LOS. Yeah, it's just incredible, right? You've got all of the bits here, all of the rats, and a troll. Yeah, like I said, I do like this in League. I don't want to be killing my own players. And in League, we can get Glot, right? We can induce Glot. So we just keep the CTV relatively low. He's only 185, right? So it's reasonable that we'll be getting Glot. And yeah, there's even a space on the roster there for Glot. So we're ready to go and get Glot in once we're up to like 5 or 6 games in the league, right? Most of this stuff won't skill up just because it's bad and it dies. So we're going to have a mega super gutter. We'll try and get guard on the troll and maybe block. Maybe we'll get there. We'll want to hopefully get some skills on the blitzer. Maybe we'll get a skill on the thrower, and maybe we'll skill up a clan rat. But that's going to be about the limit of where the skills go, because yeah, it's just the stuff just dies. So that's it. Good luck, Babart. I'm not going to give him a favourite, although he's a good coach, because the roster is so yeah, like you can just get like a bad MNG right in the knockout, in that long knockout stage, and it just kills him. So although you can replace them with stars. So right, Ginger B up next. 11 players. He's gone for the ogre build. So yeah, nice to beast you. God, this is going to be like an hour and a half in this video. NC90 Orc Tampa Boys needs to put his NC90 Orcs needs to put his captain on. Okay, 12 players, 2 goblins, 2 rerolls, Apo. So yeah, pretty good. For Tampa Boys. Militant Vegetarians, Durfell. 10, 11 players, 9 linos, 2 dancers, 3 rerolls. Yeah, there we go. Nobody's gone for the 2 catches, which surprises me. Okay, Louis Bitterlin. He's on the snots. He's 730. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 players. 30, 45. Okay, yep, he's good. He's compliant with the thing. That's okay. Good luck, Louis, with your squigs on a stick. Luke Rosier. This is the more optimistic version of Luke Rose. And you can tell because he's playing Norse. 3 rerolls, no Apo, 1 Beer Boar, 6 Raiders, 2 Berserkers, 2 Valks, 1 Ulf. There we go. Good luck, Luke. Yeah, you'll want to get that second Ulf because they're hard to skill, right? The league I'm playing in Bromley, it's 9. I think we had 10. No, I played 9. I played 9 games, and my 2 Ulfs have got 1 skill between them. 1 has block. I did have another block Ulf, and it died. So, you know, like, you need to get them on the team. You need to get that soon and try and get block on it. Because without block, they're really just not good. So, they're just a liability, right? Last one. Thank God, Jazzy Swan. Corn Hub. This is the Corn Hub. 1 reroll. Yeah, 1 reroll. Let's just go. Let's go. I'm surprised no one's done that 2 reroll free seekers thing. It just seems to be either the Corn players are unreasonably sensible or mental. So Marco's I'm pretty sure this is Marco, has put himself into the second category, and we're just going to go for it and just smash things and bang, 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 and hope it works. So good luck, Marco. Okay, that's it. I think I've probably missed out some favourites, but I'm not going through the list again. Oh shit, we can't see the stats. That's annoying. There is the thing though. 1 minute. Here we go. I've got this lovely spreadsheet here that we can see the stats. So you can, I don't know if you can even see that. There we go. We have 9.1% of the league, which you can't see there, is corn. So this big blue chunk here is corn. 9% of the league is, they're just loving it. They want to bang, and they're here to bang, and they've got the team to do it with. So, and 9%, 9.1% of the league is also high elves. There is a smattering of other stuff, and yeah, there we go. We've seen it. My favourites. Me, Dom, Wags, Barkay, Loin, Callan, Yogi, Ewan, Barry, Andy, Lord of Kent, Louis, Cornway, Luke, Jimbo. I didn't put Rob Mercutt. Nef Champ 26 has to be, doesn't it? I have to give him a favourite. He's Nef Champ 26. So there we go. That's bloody long. That was a lot longer than I'd wanted it to go. But I'm sure you won't watch all of this. You'll just find yourself. Peace. See you on Tuesday. Up the DBL.